Ohai. Pori. The 11th most populated city of Finland. Is one of 6 medieval towns of Finland, and it is known nowadays as the venue of the oldest in Europe of the Pori Jazz Festival, the sandy Uuteri beach, original teams of Porinasat and Fi Jazz, the country's first Finniazicni city theatre, unique for the nature of Finland, and also a monument of necropolistiki, rare for Finland, Julius's mausoleum painted with the famous Finnish painter Akseli Golankalala. The native of the city of Pori. On December 11, 1931, the president of Finland Svinkuvidlane approved a municipal coat of arms, but later the heraldic symbol of the city was finished by the Finnish King of Arms Olof Eriksson. On October 27, 1959, a new version of the coat of arms was approved by City Council. The saying, which is available on the coat of arms in Latin of Deus Protector Noster Ille, God our Defender, is attributed to the founder of the city, Finnish Duke Yakhan. Etymology. Devocalization of concordance, traditional for Finnish, in the termination of the Swedish name of the city of Björneberg. Bear fortress. Transformed Borgen Strap, as gave the city the modern Finnish name. Ancient Greek and Latin names of the city, Arctopolis. Would sound in Russian translation as Medvesgrad. Geography. The city of Pori is located on river banks of Kokmienjoki, in the field of Satakant, on the western coast of Finland, in 30 kilometers from the Gulf of Bothnia. History.
It on foundation of the new trade city in the mouth of the Kokmienjoki River on the bank of the Gulf of Bothnia was made by the Duke Finnish Yakhan in 1558 as the existing shopping center in Elvo had no sufficient opportunities for building of fortifications during the innings, and the general shallowing of the river interfered with circulation to the city of merchant ships.
In this regard, in 10 came to the east of Ulvo, on the sea coast, in the mouth of the river, the city of Björneberg, which became the third most important medieval town of the Great Duchy Finnish, was founded. After Abo and Ulvo.
Within 4 centuries, in connection with the general raising of a land surface and retreat of the sea, Pori, it appeared in 2030, came from the coastline and from seaside. I became the city located on both sides of the Kokmienjoki River.
In the 19th century, in the city, many famous Finnish architects worked.
On Carl Engel's project in 1841, the building of an old city town hall
is built by one of dominance of the historic center, which is now.
In 1863, on the left river bank, on the project of architects Georg van Schevitz and Karl van Heideken in New Gothic style, the main Lutheran church was built. In 1884, on the project of the architect Yakhan Stenberg, the building of the country's first Finniazicni theatre is built.
In 1895, the historical ensemble added the Uneliusa Palace, constructed in style of the Venetian palaces by the architect Augustus Kruk. In April 1918, at coast of Pori, paramilitary groups of Finland seized 2 Russian Imperial mine cruisers, Posadnik and Voivode, participating in the February Revolution, and since November 7, 1917 being a part of the Red Baltic Fleet. Both cruisers, with new Finnish names, Klaskön and Moti Kirki, were entered into the structure of naval forces of Finland.
In 1922, under the Yevsky Peace Treaty, they were subject to return of furs, but as finally outdated were sold to Finland as scrap metal.
Economy. The economic crisis of the 1970th years hard was reflected in city economy.
During this period in Pori many enterprises were closed, but promptly services industry at the same time began to develop.
Now Pori is the industrial, port and trade city of Finland. A number of the large industrial enterprises introduced the print on the general image of the city. At this stage the city economy is on much stronger basis than before. In the city the shipbuilding shipyard, pulp and paper mill, copper smelting, rolling and large sawing plants is located and also about 400 other enterprises, the largest of which are work. Finnish chemicals camera pigments Fortum power and heat.
Norilsk nickel Harjavalt
Outokumpu Pori copper Kavachromi Street 1 Veristot Sampo Rosenlu. Education. In the university campus of Pori founded the branches the universities of Turku and Tampere, the Technical University of Tampere and the Higher Business School of Turku.
In Pori the highest professional educational institution of the Satakunta area, which is also awarded with a prize of the Ministry of Education, in which about 6,000 students study works.
Culture.
The Theatre of Pori conducts the history since 1872 in the building. The oldest theatrical construction in Finland, and it is considered one of the most beautiful in the country.
The theatre was built in 1884. In 1974 the extension is constructed. To representation go both on the main stage and to studios. City Library, one of the most equipped and completed in the region. On June 26, 2008 the Consul General of Russia A5
Safronov gave to library a set of the books in Russian received according to the Federal Turgut program, Russian and intended for those someone seek to improve or keep Russian in abroad. The director of library Asko Hursti emphasized that the Russian-speaking population, making 1.5% of the total number of residents of Pori, one of the most reading categories.
Since 1966 in Pori the traditional festival, Pori Jazz, is held. Annually jazz musicians from Finland and other countries participate in this event. Here it is possible to meet performers with a world name and rising stars. Naturally, the central place in a festival is taken by jazz, however also other directions, a rhythm and blues, a soul, funk, hip-hop don't remain unaddressed.
The main musical platform is located in Kirjurludensaari, a green zone in the delta of the Kokmianjoki River, which is a cultural and historical part of the city and a venue of leisure of citizens.
Vacation spots. Uuteri. A unique masterpiece of the nature and one of the most beautiful places not only in Finland, but also beyond her limits. Uuteri is in 16 km to the west from the downtown.
This corner of the primitive nature with Dustveno clean dunes represents the wonderful 6-kilometer beach on the bank of the Gulf of Bothnia.
Cold beaches and Uuteri's dunes attract a great number of vacationers during the summer period.
The village of Raposari, with accurate wooden lodges of the 18th century, is located in 32 km from the city and is interesting as the place where inhabitants of coast live by sea and fishing so far.
Pori, the large transport hub of Finland. In the city automobile and railway lines are crossed, there are a large seaport and also the airport. Bus and railway communication connects Pori with all large centers of Finland. Pori is located in 242 km from Helsinki and in 392 km from the Russian border. Basis of a road network is the European E08 highway connecting to the Turk, Rama, Pori, Vasa, Kokkola, Rakkailu, Kymi, Tornio, Tromsø. Port. Navigation takes the important place in development of Pori. The peak of large port investments fell on the second half of the 1990th years.
The modernized Mäntyluoto port and its deep harbor are constructed for service of ocean cargo navigation and are the first in Finland in the area.
The population of the city for September 30, 2014 was 83510 people. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.